Alright, welcome to your third Bootstrap tutorial. In this tutorial, first off, we're just going to start building our website straight up. And you see how easy it is. In the past tutorial, we did some stuff, so I just deleted them. We will get back to I'm refreshing and everything is gone. So we'll build a top bar immediately and see how sweet and beautiful it is. So what we call that is a navigation bar. So we'll build a navigation bar first of all and call it a navigation bar. And as you know, in Bootstrap, we'll just start adding some interesting nice stuff. I'm going to minimize it to make it easy for us. Alright, what we'll add is a class. Remember I told you the references to all these things is on the Bootstrap website. So what we'll add, we'll call it a nav bar. Then we'll decide what the color is. We'll change the colors later on. We can just say that, hey, this nav bar should be default. Alright, this is determining the color. Default is like ash or something, gray color. Then the next thing we'll decide is what are the things that we should have inside our nav bar, and we'll go back and say, hey, class. Everything in Bootstrap is inside class. We call it container fluid. You don't need to memorize this. Just get to the Bootstrap website and get to the components and type nav bar. You see the sample code there. Copy it and paste. Then you have your top view. But it's important that you understand how it works, which is why I'm making this tutorial, so you can modify it to your taste. Alright, so inside that we have what we can just enter a class and call that class nav bar header. As I told you, I'm not I just know these things offhand because I've used it so many times, but you can just copy and paste and life will stay beautiful. Okay, so that is nav bar. You call it brand, where you put your logo and stuff about your company. href. Once we start typing out values, I'll show you what we're building. And we can just call it, what should we call our website? As usual, whatever website, the great whatever website, whatever web industries limited. Alright, so the next thing we are going to work on is a list of tabs, horizontal tabs. Remember when we did that in CSS, we had to write a whole lot of CSS codes telling it to flow, display inline and stuff like that. But here we never get to write any CSS. We just have to know the correct HTML we'll write. This is already preset, nav bar. We'll call it nav bar. Is already there on the Bootstrap page. You just go and copy the code for building a header, and this is almost done. We'll just say put a link inside it. The link should be href. Remember, if you just have enough patience, you see what I'm trying to build, you can just say, hey, link, don't go anywhere first. Then this should be home. Then we'll have other pages and call it about, contact, and whatever, reviews. And we can't fail to write our famous whatever tab. Okay, so this is basic top bar tab. Imagine, just look at what we just did. When I come here and refresh, see the magic. Amazing, the great whatever web has been built. Look at just what the tab looks like. Let me show you through the full screen. Just imagine what it is. Alright, and it's just amazing. Let's see. Alright, so let's try some other cool tricks. The first cool trick we'll try is look at the color before. What if we don't like this color and we tell it to do something else that is crazy, and we change it to inverse, and then we'll refresh. Bang! What do you think? Nice new color. And there are a whole lot of other things we could do with navbar. Remember to go to the site and check out by yourself. But then I'll just do a few more things. What if you wanted the nav bar to stay fixed at the top? Some website, when you go to the website, as you're scrolling down, this guy stays at the top. Like on Facebook, on PC, when you're scrolling down, this top bar stays. So if you want it to stay, what would you do? Okay, you would just have to add an extra. There's no code to write. You just add an extra nav bar fixed top. You have to be careful when you hit enter because it adds an extra nav bar here. So I'll refresh. Nothing happens. You won't notice it because we don't have content. If we had content, you'll see that when we are scrolling down, this guy will still be here. It will not scroll up it with the rest of the content. But then if we wanted it to be at the bottom, instead of fixed top, we can say fixed bottom. Yeah, we started from the bottom. Okay, so what we have is a refresh, and as you can see, it has disappeared from the top. Guess where it went to? Bottom of the site, of course. So if you wanted to build a footer for your site, we'll have a nav bar the same way. We'll just build it and then we'll just put bottom, then it goes to the bottom, then the top goes to the top. For the meantime, I would like to have two of them there. Let's just say we have these two guys, one top, one at the top, then the top guy stops here, then the bottom guy stops here. They're identical, but the only thing is that this is bottom and this is top. So I've duplicated them, then I will refresh. So what I have is one at the bottom, one at the top. If you're observant, is that you see that Bootstrap intelligently changed the colors a little. This is pure black almost. Then this guy is not almost black. This is somewhere around black. So it depends on what you want. Then we could do a whole lot of other cool moves. Like I said, you could always check out in the documentations, and let's see what else we can just get done on this. The next one we can also do is to see how we can add a drop down to our navbar class. So if you want to add a drop down, what you would just do is we want to make one of our menus here to be a drop down list. Okay, remember in the CSS part we had to suffer. So what we have is, remember, drop down has so many other options. So to get it done, what we'll do is to, in this class, in this li, we just add a class and say the class should be drop down. Alright, so I'm just going to format this very well so you see. Okay, so whatever is what people get to see. So inside whatever, what we'll tell it is, hey, the class, when people click you, which is class equals to, what you should just do is add a drop down to this place and call it, it's called drop down toggle. There's a drop down toggle. I don't want to type it, I'm lazy. We have drop down toggle, then we have to tell the JavaScript of Bootstrap what to do. It's called data toggle. This data tells JavaScript that, hey, this link is a toggle link. Then we put our usual dummy href. You know, remember I told you when you have a hash like this inside the href, it means that, hey, when this link is clicked, it should not go anywhere. We are not linking it to anything yet, so that's it. Then now we have done it, we can now add a UL tag. Remember when I taught you in HTML, UL tags are on ordered lists. So we have to still tell the UL tag that, hey, you are a drop down. Say, hey, class, you are not a random UL tag, you are a drop down menu. Alright, and you're directly under this guy. So we'll start adding our menu, our crazy menus. The first one, what am I typing? The first one is we just say, hey, add a href as usual. We're not ready to link anything yet, so I say, hey, link 1, link 2, link 3, and so on and so forth. So what we have right here is we've created a beautiful drop down. So let's go check whether our endeavors worked out well. So we'll refresh this page. and guess what? Oops. Okay, let's go confirm what. Alright, this is not working because we obviously made a mistake somewhere, and yeah, this toggle should actually be drop down. That was a terrible mistake, but then that's it. So if you want to create a drop down, I want to quickly analyze this code again. You know the normal li tag, and then there is a link inside it. So what we just basically did was create an li tag, expand this li tag, you understand? Then inside it, we not only had a link, which is here, the same thing with here. We just added some classes to the link. We not only had a link, we had an unordered list with a menu, order list li tags inside it. You understand? So we just basically expanded the list and added a menu, then added some classes. You understand? So it's quite simple. And like I said, you don't need to memorize it. Now we have this. What we have to do is come here and refresh, then click. Hey, we have our drop down. And guess what? We never had to write any CSS. Now the other cool thing we can do is to add a caret to it. Let's quickly check here. What we can do is, as you can see, there's nothing indicating that this is a drop down. That's bad design, so the user should just see it and know that it's a drop down. So right here we can just say span. Span is just for creating dummy stuff, so span, and then we'll have inside our span we can just say class, and that class will be caret. Caret, that's it. That's all to show it that have you seen these little characters appeared by the side? So when someone sees this, whatever, they will know that this is a drop down, and when we click, the drop down will show. So let's do one more crazy stuff. If it's not crazy, then it's not fun. So let's do one more crazy stuff before we go. What if we wanted a login section by the top of this page? Let's quickly create it, a login section. So we would have that will be somewhere at the bottom here. We will have our own something else, and we'll call it another navbar, another list quickly, and we have class, same thing, another navbar, nav, and then we call it navbar right. That's it. Then the magic has been done. We'll give it some cool stuff. So the first one is href. We can say, of course, we are not putting anything inside, and href we can say login, and then the next one we will say sign up. So that being settled, remember this guy is telling it to pull to the right, so we'll quickly come back, refresh, and guess what we have there? Our login and our sign up buttons has appeared. What if we needed a quick icon on it? So what we'll do is to quickly add an icon. We'll add an icon to the page and say in our code here, we'll say somewhere here, we'll say span. This is how to add icons, is a tip. Span class glyphicon, space again, then you type another glyphicon, then you name the stuff user. Okay, then you close it, then probably give a space between your code. So what we want is to we'll use this again on the sign up. Let's leave the sign up guy as the user, then we'll use this guy as log in. So we just added an icon. The way to add icons in Bootstrap, I'll cover it in another topic, is to add a span, add a class, then name the icon, and refresh. And what we have is we now have two icons by the side. So that's it. I'll see you in the next video tutorial, and let us advance deeper into Bootstrap and do more fun things. Thank you very much. Subscribe to my channel.